Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to click subscribe to help the channel, and if you don't want to miss more weekly sci-fi videos.
Jake Donovan never expected his university roommate to be a tall, silver-skinned bombshell with striking white hair and normal yet piercing eyes, coupled with an unhealthy curiosity about human mating rituals. But when the university's international exchange program accidentally paired him with an intergalactic exchange student, his life took a sharp left turn into the absurd. Xyra, short for a name that had too many consonants and not enough vowels, was unlike anyone he'd ever met. Her skin shimmered under the fluorescent dorm lights like liquid metal, her long white hair cascaded like silk, and her grasp of personal space was non-existent. She was also incredibly, devastatingly attractive in a way that sent Jake into a spiral of confused emotions every time she so much as looked at him. Her curiosity about human customs was relentless. She asked questions about everything, from why humans wore clothes to why they insisted on using doors when windows were perfectly viable entrances. It was both exhausting and strangely endearing. More than once, Jake caught her taking notes while watching romantic comedies, furrowing her brow in deep concentration as if decoding an alien language. "Human male," she said one morning, barging into his room while he was shirtless and barely awake. "I required data." Jake barely had time to grab a pillow for cover. "Xyra, ever heard of knocking?" She tilted her head. "Knocking? Ah, the ritual where one strikes the entrance barrier to request access. A primitive but endearing concept. I shall consider implementing it." "Please do," Jake muttered, reaching for a shirt. "What data do you need?" Xyra plopped down on his bed, far too close for comfort. "I have observed that human males and females engage in intimate bonding rituals. I wish to experience this for myself." Jake choked on air. I desire a test subject," she continued, completely unfazed. "You are biologically compatible. Your face symmetry is above average, and I detect heightened cortisol levels when I am within 2 feet of your body. That indicates mutual attraction, yes?" Jake's brain short-circuited. "That is not how dating works." Xyra blinked. "Dating? Ah, the social prerequisite before mating. Fascinating. Shall we begin?" Jake had never wished for an escape hatch in his dorm room more than he did in that moment. "Xyra, look, you can't just—" he gestured vaguely. "Jump straight into that. There's flirting, going out, getting to know each other." "But I do know you," she countered. "I have analyzed your sleep cycles, your dietary preferences, your internet browsing history." "You what?" "And I have concluded that we are highly compatible." Jake was simultaneously flattered and alarmed. "Xyra, humans like build-up, anticipation. You can't just declare things." Xyra pouted, and he had to remind himself that she was a highly intelligent extraterrestrial being, not just an incredibly hot girl who had no concept of personal boundaries. "Fine," she sighed. "I shall engage in human rituals to properly court you. What do I do first?" He hesitated. We could go on a date." Xyra's eyes sparkled. "Excellent. I have chosen the perfect location." Jake had not anticipated their first date involving an underground alien fight club. He dodged a rogue plasma blast as Xyra calmly sipped a glowing blue drink beside him. "Xyra," he hissed, "this is not what humans do on dates. But it is thrilling, yes?" She grinned, her sharp canines showing. "Adrenaline bonding is a valid form of courtship in my culture. Also, I placed a bet on you." "You what?" Before he could protest, a 7-foot-tall, incredibly beautiful alien woman with striking violet skin and radiant golden eyes stepped into the ring. She smirked at Jake, cracking her knuckles. "You must be the human male," she purred. "Xyra said you were up for a challenge." Jake groaned. "You really need to work on your seduction techniques." Xyra clapped her hands excitedly. "Oh, and if you win, you get a kiss." Jake sighed, stretching his arms. "Great. No pressure." Despite the chaos, Jake found himself enjoying his Xyra's strange, unpredictable company. She was smart, funny, and completely unaware of how much of a menace she was. As their courtship progressed, which included a near abduction by the Galactic Council, an accidental marriage ceremony on a rogue asteroid, and one very intense game of intergalactic Twister, Jake realized that maybe, just maybe, falling for an alien wasn't the worst thing that could happen. They developed their own rhythm. Xyra learned to respect some human customs, and Jake learned to embrace her wild, uninhibited way of seeing the world. She made him feel alive, like the universe wasn't just books and exams, but full of adventure, danger, and possibility. One evening, Xyra surprised him by cooking dinner, or at least trying to. The kitchen was filled with smoke, and an oddly glowing gelatinous substance sat on the plate before him. "I studied human cuisine," she said proudly. "This dish is inspired by your pizza, only I improved it with superior alien nutrients." Jake poked the wobbling mass with a fork. "This looks radioactive." "Nonsense," Xyra scoffed. "The glow is perfectly normal. It's simply reacting to oxygen." Jake took a deep breath. "You know what? I trust you." He took a cautious bite and was pleasantly surprised. "Hey, this is actually..." A sudden burst of color filled his vision. The walls melted, his arms turned into liquid silver, and the entire universe seemed to sing in 7-part harmony. When he woke up several hours later, Xyra was sitting beside him, looking concerned. "I may have miscalculated the human tolerance for Xyrexian spice," Jake groaned. "So, second date?" Xyra beamed. "Absolutely." Xyra, for all her quirks, was exhilarating. And if she wanted him? Well, he wasn't about to say no. "Human male," she purred one evening, pressing closer to him. "Shall we continue our bonding rituals?" Jake smirked. "This time my way." Xyra grinned. "Deal." And as the stars twinkled outside their dorm window, Jake realized that the universe was a lot bigger and sexier than he'd ever imagined.